off the coast of Northern California. Weak onshore flow will become southerly and increase this afternoon and Tuesday, peaking Tuesday afternoon with gusts 30 to 40 knots, potentially nearing storm force along the cold front.
Here we're anchoring in Glorieta Bay for a weekend, and today we were supposed to go back to our mooring, but because of forecasting gale up to a storm condition for Tuesday, we decided to be staying anchoring. But as you can see here, my starboard, it's a boat which is the anchor kind of close to me. So because of winds will be suddenly coming from that quarter, I do not know how well he's anchored, and I don't want, in the case his anchor start dragging, to be hitting me. Plus later on in the day, wind's going to turn westerly, which is coming from that quarters, and there are a bunch of boats. So I don't want to take chances any one of them dragging and be hitting us. So we decide to lift our anchor up and go to behind a corner of the beach. We will not have anybody to deal with. We will probably have enough to worry about ourselves much as about somebody else. So,
and why did you think it's better to be out here at anchor instead of being on our mooring in there?
If people want to know the answer, they should watch our video anchoring versus mooring. Now we're going to lift the anchor and we're going to go re-anchor. So it's going to be only take a minute or two. Anchor is up. Had a good exercise for this morning. We actually already walked to the post office and back. Alright.
Hopefully when we get past this guy right here, we'll have an open space with nobody nearby, so we can put out enough scope and be safe during the gale. We kind of look forward to it a little bit, as long as everything goes well.
And also, it's important to have your GPS ready, so when you drop the anchor, take the mark so you know exactly where, and take a video around you, so if you should have any problem with other boats, we can have a proof who was first in the place.
Uh-huh. This guy's got a big flag. Could use that for a sail.
Okay, that'll be a good place to anchor. Okay. Here now we have in a reverse, just the idling. So it's pulling the chain out. And once we have a desirable scope, we're going to put a snap line on it. And now we're going to install a snap line. So not going to be jerking too much on our chain. So it's going to release all the pressure from the windlass. It's kind of very important. There's a nice 3/4 inch hook with a fine 5/8 of shackle. Just attach the hook. So it's kind of important. Take a line. It doesn't have to be very strong. A 3/8 inch line would be fine. Go to the eye of the chain, run a hook, put a square knot. So the chances are very, very small that the line would fall off. And once that thing is done,
I just want to show down here where we have our snubber line attached. A lot of people wonder. It's down there. We have an attachment right there for our snubber line, so it doesn't have any chafing.
So once the snub line is attached, I release more chain. So all the pressure is on the snub line.
So you can see it down there.
If you look at out there, you see a snap line going all the way out. Here I have another secondary line, which I installed.
The chain's looking awfully rusty. Wow.
So when we came from the South Seas, we've been using for 4 years, also up in Canada, every single day. So you get a lot of wear and tear on the chain, because a lot of times when the chain dragging over the sand and rocks, corals, and so forth, galvanizing wears out much quicker, and then the chain is still perfect shape, but
so how about regalvanizing it? Can you get that done?
Regalvanizing is more than half the price of the chain, so as long as it's just a little bit rust,
Yeah.
and it's still okay.
All right. So now
Alright,
we're
I guess
now we're ready.
Anchor now. So once the snap line is installed, secondary snap line is attached, then finally I take a chain and put it around the suction post. Close the houser, so if it's gonna rain, water doesn't get into your anchor locker. And now we are finished anchoring. And then when I see the anchor is set, we are not moving at all, then I raise the RPM from idling 700 up to about 1800 RPM. At 1800 RPM, the anchor gets set very well, then we know we are anchored. Now we don't have anybody here on our port. Is a channel, so nobody can anchor there. And here on our starboard side, our next neighbor is far away, and the wind's not supposed to be coming from that direction, so we should be okay. It's very important to find a place to anchor where you are pretty much by yourself, because you can never depend on other people, and you're going to have enough trouble with yourself than to worry with somebody else. And then when somebody else comes, should say drag into you, it's not only a problem that he might hit you and maybe say scratch your paint. That's not a problem. The problem is if he shoot a hook on your chain, then you're both going to be dragging down the bay, and then you cannot go to the anchor. You can't do nothing because you're stuck to him. So it can be a big problem, and before you know, you might end up on the beach or worse, on the rocks.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is be tangled up with another boat and have to both lift up your anchors at the height of the storm. So.
Yeah, because otherwise, if you're just dragging by, you can always push him off, which you've done many times. But if you're dragging kind of across from you and you snap your chain, you're really screwed. Alright, so that's it for now, guys. We're gonna wait till tomorrow and we will let you know what's gonna happen, okay? Susan's checking out, make sure everything's okay. Looks like we are. It's getting uglier. The rain. So what did you discover?
It's cold and windy out.
Yeah, that's
Not
good.
yet.
At least you have a good jacket on you and boots to keep you dry, and in a case if you have to go out work with the anchor or whatever, it can be a nice and
ready for action.
nice toasty.
Now we're really getting some rain. It has not rained like this for a long time here in San Diego.
Following day, sun came up, beautiful Southern California weather, although it's quite a bit colder than it was last week, where temperature were up to 75 degrees. But anyway, you saw how it was yesterday. We had plenty of rain. We had a wind, I would say a constant about 30-35 knots with a gust around 40. But you know, when you anchor, you do not know how bad weather is going to be, because the forecast is just a forecast, not what really is going to happen. So you want to get ready for the worst, and then if it didn't happen, good, you should be happy.
Hey guys, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video and got something out of it. And if you did, please don't forget to leave a comment and a thumb up. We love hearing from all of you. And we'd like to thank all of you that support our channel through Patreon and PayPal. We really appreciate your support, guys. And before we leave, because this will probably be the last video we put out before Christmas, we'd like to wish all of our viewers a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Take care, guys. Thank you. Bye.